Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Weisheit. Thank you so much for joining us, and always glad to have with us our favorite dietitian, April Sins. Hi, April.
Hi, Keith. How are you?
I am well, and I'm about to figure out how you're going to make me hungry in the next few minutes, because everything you do always has such great colors to it. It's always got such great nutritional value, and you've come up with a really great idea to make a simple salad seem and do very easy, and also making it combining things that are going to make things really good.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm glad that you pointed that out because, you know, incorporating a lot of color into a dish can be really easy when you're adding some great vegetables in there, even some fruit. It can also make the dish just appear more fun and inviting to eat. So this is a really great salad that will have that feel at any meal that you have it. So this is actually a no-cook salad. We're going to be making a Southwestern bean salad. So we're going to make you hungry, Keith.
No
it's going to be a no-cook salad, but it's super simple, and you can go to Rouses and get all of the ingredients and make this in no time.
Okay.
So what I love about it is when the weather starts warming up, as it is now, and it starts getting closer to Cinco de Mayo, this is a great salad for that because it's nice and cool, and then it also pairs well with many of our familiar dishes. This is also great for a side dish for grilling as well. So you want to make sure that you get a pen and paper and write down this recipe because it's super simple. So what we're going to start with is that May is actually National Barbecue Month. So what goes better with a barbecue than a nice cool side salad? So this dish combines actually canned, fresh, and frozen products. So as the dietitian at Rouses, I like to bring you all around the store to make sure that you know that you can get some great produce items all over the store, fresh, frozen, and canned. And you can have some great nutritional value from all of them. So let's start going through these. So one thing that we're going to be adding, so the biggest part of the dish is going to be the bean part because it's a Southwestern bean salad. We're going to be adding in some black beans. Now, I opened up the can and I drained the black beans, and so I'm going to be adding that. One of my favorite things about adding the beans is it's going to add some protein and it's going to add some fiber. So you have a great base for this dish because it's going to add a nice feeling of fullness, satisfaction, and it's going to have that longer lasting like protein in it too. It also has some great other ingredients as well that I'm going to show you. Another thing we're going to do is grab some frozen corn, okay? Now, I took the frozen corn and just put it in the refrigerator overnight. It's perfect to add to this dish the next day, and you just need a cup of frozen corn. So I'm adding one can of the black beans, drained and rinsed. I'm adding a cup of frozen corn. The next thing I'm going to add is one of my bell peppers. Now, I'm using a red bell pepper. You can use any color that you want, but the red goes great because we're going to make this super colorful and inviting. Chop up that bell pepper and put that right in. Another thing we're going to be adding is going to be some fresh cilantro. If you don't love cilantro, you can leave it out. That's the beauty of cooking at home, but it goes great. Or you could just add just a hint of it for the flavor as well. Another thing we're going to add is some lime juice and lime zest. Now, I took 3 limes and zested it. It makes a lot of zest. So put as much as you like in there. And we're also we didn't waste the limes, we juiced the limes as well. So 3 limes, the juice of those. So this is gonna add almost like a dressing really to it, to where it's gonna tie everything together. We're also gonna add some salt to it. It calls for about a half teaspoon of salt. You can always leave the salt out if you want, depending on if you're watching your sodium, or you can just add just a hint of it to taste. And then it calls for about a tablespoon of sugar, but I'm only going to add maybe about a half a tablespoon. And basically the sugar is there to complement the citrus in there as well. Like, so it has that sweet and tart together. And then the next thing is the garlic. So this is some minced garlic that I just added right here. And two more things that we're going to add is some of my favorite olive oil. You know, we love our olive oil, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to add some of our olive oil to this salad as well. Now, another thing we're going to throw in there is some avocado. So I already basically kind of squared them off in here. Yeah, diced them inside of the skin. and I'm just going to add that in there. And then we're just going to mix this up. This is a great salad to have as an appetizer. I've seen this served at parties before where, you have all of your charcuterie of different foods. Right. And this is one of those kind of go-to salads that's sort of refreshing for people, but filling at the same time. It also goes great with chips. If you want to serve it with some chips, right here I have some chips that we have at Rouses called Late July chips, which is a whole grain because it's made from corn.
And you can have that in early May, right? You can still have Late July chips in early May.
I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that. Yes, you're so right. You can have it any time. You can have this late July and December if you want.
That's right. Look how colorful.
Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's just
so
perfect.
Inviting.
Yes. And and listen, my wife's a huge fan of cilantro. So we're going to put extra cilantro. But I love the idea of the lime juice and the lime zest in there. And so, boy, as we close, what a beautiful shot with those chips in the bowl. It just doesn't get more inviting than that. What a healthy, cool, easy to make salad. April, thank you so very much. I can't wait to go build it. I wrote all of my instructions down. I know how to build that salad. So thank you for everything. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Keith.
All right. And that will do it for this particular segment of Eat Right with Rouses. Don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.